for being here today. I'm very happy to have this opportunity to speak more about an issue that is increasingly threatening our ocean, our food security, and the livelihood of millions of people around the world. We will talk about plastic pollution. But before we start, I want to hear from you. Who is responsible for plastic pollution? You can speak, you can write on chat as you like. Uh, from where plastic pollution starts? Who is responsible for plastic pollution?
I think Hadeer just threw that question to the house.
Yeah,
Any, yeah, so anybody like to, you can drop a comment or you can unmute yourself and just say something. For me, Hadeer, I think we are all responsible. Yeah.
yeah. If you talk about plastic pollution, human is the top of pyramid about plastic pollution because it starts from consumer. And we will talk about the consumer, about plastic pollution, from where it starts, there is the presentation. Uh, but why plastic pollution? Plastic pollution is one of the most pressing environmental crises, especially for marine environment because millions of tons of plastic waste enter our ocean, impacting even the most remote part of the planet. But the problem is not the plastic, because when it enters the marine ecosystem, we are the part of this system. What about us? Okay, it is it. When we talk about plastic pollution, we will talk about marine life, ecosystem, human health. But what is plastic pollution? Plastic pollution is a big problem that affects everyone in this ecosystem. Because if you have throw the plastic into the ocean or even the water or even anywhere, that means fish and sea animals get trapped in plastic or can eat it. And fish when eat plastic, you consume fish. That means you eat plastic. So is it dangerous when you eat plastic? It's okay for you when you eat plastic or not? But when we talk about our topic today, we will ask what is the relation between plastic pollution and aquaculture? Is there direct relationship between plastic and aquaculture? Yes. And now let's start by looking at how plastic pollution affect marine ecosystem. Marine mammals, from marine animals from the smallest plankton to the largest whale are increasingly being harmed by plastic. Many species became entangled into plastic waste, whether it is fishing nets, bags, or packaging materials, leading to injury and often death. For example, sea turtles can mistake plastic bags for jellyfish, their primary food source, leading to ingestion that can cause internal injury or blockage in their digestive system. But now, what is the relation between aquaculture and plastic plastic pollution? Aquaculture is part of marine ecosystem because when marine population decline because the plastic pollution, it disrupts the uh, selective balance of ocean ecosystem. Because if we talk about marine ecosystem as a whole, it is a complex web of life where every species play a role. And everything is one in this ecosystem, it will affect of all systems. For example, plastic pollution doesn't just harm wild marine life, it also poses silent challenge to aquaculture. And my friend Obi asked, what is aquaculture? Aquaculture is farming of fish and other aquatic organisms in one system where you can breed in all type of water environment. even it fish, shellfish, algae, and other aquatic system species. Okay, and and especially for aquaculture is the agricultural industry, especially for coastal communities that rely on it for food and income. However, plastic pollution threatens the sustainability and profitability of this industry in several ways. And we will discuss now the impact of microplastic on the food chain. Another critical rule for concern of microplastic is not the problem of plastic, because plastic when degradable is into to degrade into. Can you please mute the mic?
Sorry. Odukoya Abimbola Erastus, can you please mute your mic? Thank you.
Okay. The most problem in plastic is microplastic, which are tiny plastic particles can accumulate in fish and other marine organisms. This process known as bioaccumulation. Bioaccumulation is the fish which you will consume is contain the microplastic, and uh, it poses to potential to health risk not only to the fish but also to human who consume seafood as a whole. Furthermore, the presence of microplastic can distribute the food chain, affecting the survival and reproduction of marine organisms, which in turn destabilizes marine ecosystem. And the another big problem is harm to marine life, like plastic pollution. When directly harm marine life, marine animal can become entangled in plastic debris. This means leading to injury, it means to death. Moreover, many species, as we said, can can use this plastic as a food, and this threats contribute to decline in marine population, destroying the delicate balance of our marine ecosystem. We talk about the harming of marine environment, marine life, entanglement, that marine animals became entangled in plastic debris, ingression when fish by mistake uh, deal with teeny plastic as a food, and population decline because when we have a lot of plastic and a lot of marine organisms deal with this plastic as a food, that means a lot of fish will die. Now we will talk about distribution to aquaculture operations. Um, Unfortunately, plastic pollution doesn't just impact to the health of fish, it also disrupts the operation of aquaculture farm. For example, when you have a farm and you have a lot of plastic, plastic can block the nets which you will catch the fish by, and reducing fish catch and making it more difficult to manage fish population. And the plastic also can full equipment such as pump and filtration system that will lead to increased maintenance cost and the potential for significant operational downtime. Moreover, as the plastic continue to degrade water quality, the additional measure to ensure that the farmed fish remain healthy. This might involve for more for frequent water change, the use of more advanced filtration system, uh, or increased use of medication. All of which rise cost for aquaculture business. Because if you have a problem in your aquaculture system, that means you should deal. And when you should deal, that means you should buy a lot of money. And now we will talk about the effort to combat ocean plastic. or plastic pollution as a whole. Um we talked that the consumer is the biggest problem in this process. So we should increase awareness about plastic pollution, what is the impact of plastic pollution, and encourage a lot of people to take action. And we know we can't find alternative for plastic, but we can deal with it. We can deal with us as please, don't throw the plastic into your ecosystem, in your food. Please don't eat plastic. You can encourage yourself to take action. And another way to take action is waste management. We have a lot of plastic in our ocean, in our system, in our place, in our life daily. So the steps is to improve waste management. We can we can recycle plastic to another product. We can make it like business. We can exploit this problem to make it like for our startup, for example. And in this case we can have a double benefit, like we solve the problem, and we can get more money. Uh, we can uh, we can offer a lot of opportunities, like for use, for employment, for work. And as we said, recycling and upcycling, it is very critical way, because if you can use with this problem, and you can make it from waste to wealth, and make it a new product. In this case, you will not only reduce the amount of plastic interned to your environment, but also, as we said, create economic and opportunities in this process. And now we can talk about the sustainable aquaculture practice, or ocean practice, or any practice in your system. For example, we talk about reduced plastic use. uh, Now, in the current station, we haven't alternative can cover the whole population, because population of the people is increased. So now we can use another way solution. For example, reduce plastic use, like in aquaculture operation. You can using reusable or biodegradable materials in your aquaculture system. And another way, waste management. Probably managing the plastic waste generated by aquaculture farm is essential to prevent it from entering the ocean. This includes ensuring that all plastic waste is probably uh, disposed of, and where possible recycled or upcycled. And the last thing is environmental monitoring, like regular environmental monitoring, assessing of the impact of aquaculture operation on marine ecosystem. You can monitoring water quality and the health of your marine life, your marine species. And you can take proactive step to mitigate any negative impact, and you can take step forward before you have the problem. You have the solution. And now, uh, in this ecosystem, or in the life as a whole, we can't work alone. We should have a collaborative solution. If you have like idea, you can speak with your friend, and you say, what is your opinion if we make it like startup or business? If you have another ideas, and you make your ideas is like startup, you can go to another one. You can have mentorship. You can ask him what is the next step. You can search for money to make your startup as a real project. So when we talk, we can like divide it into section, like government action. Government can enact policies and regulations that reduce plastic waste and promote sustainable practice. Uh, this might include banning certain type of single-use plastic, implementing plastic bags, or supporting research into alternative materials. And the next one is innovation, because finding new ways to reduce or reliance on plastic is a good way. This could involve developing new materials that are biodegradable or creating technologies that can effectively remove plastic from the ocean. And consumer awareness, because it is our big problem is the consumer. So you can have the initiative to learn consumer uh, how uh, how can choosing product, how can support the single-use plastic, for example, how can participating in local cleanup effort, how can even you encourage him not throw the plastic into the ocean or water or anywhere. And another one is partnership, because building partnership between government, business, and NGOs, and a lot of even any community in our life is important, because as we said, we can't work alone in this ecosystem because it's very complex. So we need advice, we need mentorship, we need money, for example. So we should search for the right way we can take it to solve this problem. And now we finish our presentation, and I will be happy if I heard any question, ask any question you want, any question you want to ask about. So it's up to you now.
Thank you so much, Ada, for the presentation. It was really interesting. I hope everyone enjoyed it as much as I did. Please, if you have any questions, raise up your hand, unmute, or drop it in the comment section. So while we wait for people's question, Ada, I have a question.
Okay.
Seba has a question. Let's Seba, because my question is very long. Seba.
Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for the amazing presentation. I actually have two questions.
Okay.
My first question is, when you talk about using plastic maybe from waste to wealth, something like that. From my own notice, I see that those that are producing new things from plastic are because they generated microplastic. I mean, from my own knowledge, I think the microplastic is very detrimental to your aquatic health compared to the whole plastic. Do you have any advice or suggestion on how the microplastic can be taken care of? And my second question is, like, we should reduce the use of plastic. Is there any alternative that have been made possible for us if we if we if we say we want to reduce the way we use plastic? Is there any alternative? Because some people are saying we should venture into uses of paper or something like that. If we venture into the use of paper, we are also causing another problem entirely to the aquatic ecosystem, even to the environment entirely. By cutting trees, deforestation will happen, flooding or droughts will also take place. Is there any advice or any, maybe you read something about a new product or new innovation that have been taken, that have been considered to use instead of plastic? That's my questions.
Okay, thanks a lot for your question. For microplastic, the only way to stop microplastic or to prevent microplastic into enter into the marine ecosystem is to replace plastic to bio-based or biodegradable materials, uh, or prevent ourselves to throw the plastic into the marine ecosystem. Uh, and the another question is that my advice to reduce plastic. you can ask yourself what type of water bottle you use, what type of bags you use, and when you ask yourself this question, you can find solution. For example, now instead of using plastic bottle, we use metal bottle. We can use instead of using plastic bags, we can use clothes uh, uh, bags made from clothes, for example, or another biodegradable materials. Uh, I want to ask you, what is your background?
Yes, for my undergraduate, I studied fisheries and aquaculture, and now I'm studying ecology.
MashaAllah. And now you have a diverse background. So now you can create solution. For example, we can make uh, bioplastic. We can make bioplastic materials from our aquaculture system. For example, we cultivate the algae. For example, we can use it. We can make bioplastic from algae. We can make it from seaweed. We can make it from shrimp shells. We can make a lot of alternative bioplastic. But the problem is how many people in this world we have, because
Okay.
when you create something new, or when you create, like for example, bioplastic material, you should ask yourself for 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 how many years it will be prolonged, how
Mm.
long it will take, how much it will be cost, how many people will cover for this product.
Okay, but for what you said about bioplastic using seaweed, I'm still confused of, okay, if you are using seaweed, are we not altering the ecosystem also, like the food chain? Because seaweed is also part of the food web of ecosystem, like
Yeah,
the primary producer. Are
yes,
we not their
and
own
yeah,
the
yeah,
ecosystem chain?
yeah, and this is a big problem, because when you choose some materials that you want to make it another product from it, you shouldn't use a product compete with people in their food. As you said, seaweed, we can use it like food. So in this case, I can't use it as like bioplastic, you know. So the big problem for bioplastic is what is the right materials we can use it, and it will compete with human food or not. And the another consideration, as I said before.
Okay, thank you.
Wow. I think from what you guys have said, in a nutshell, using bioplastics are not sustainable, kind of. And I think it's also going to take a lot of energy to produce that. So I think I get what you're saying. So I don't think the solution is to cancel plastic completely. Right, Zeda?
Right, we should mitigate with the problem, and we should create solution can suitable for all people in this world. Because if you can create bioplastic now, how much will you buy for this? Will you be afford with this cost or not?
Yeah.
So we should deal with this problem, and we should take action to, for example, like the increase awareness. For example, it is a way of solution.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said that increasing awareness about the problem, it is the way for solution.
Okay. Okay. Creating awareness. Okay, so somebody asked the question. He said, how do we conquer or liars with bottling companies that has generated revenue over the years from using plastics. Because basically, bottling company generates thousands of tons of plastic monthly. Ada, did you get that?
Yeah. Okay. For this question, how we do compare this with bottling companies that generate revenue over the year. Okay. How many people work in this company? If you take action now and said we will stop creating more plastic bottle, or how many people will stay at their home without work, without money, without anything? You can answer. So in this moment, I shouldn't say that we will stop all company who generate a lot of plastic monthly, because a lot of industry depend on producing uh, this materials. And even if you look to your clothes, even your makeup for girl, even in anything, in small things in your life, you will find plastic on it.
Okay, so hey, the plastic cannot be cancelled, it can only be reduced, right?
Yeah, yeah, it can be reduced. We can take action to prevent it to enter to our food chain. We can take action to prevent it to be increase in ocean. But we can't say we will stop reduce plastic now. We should think how to deal with this problem, because even you want to prevent this company to reduce plastic, no one will hear you. You know, we,
Yeah,
we
that's
can we
right.
can find solution. We can reduce, we can reuse, we can recycling, we can upcycling, we can increase awareness. We can prevent ourselves to throw a lot of plastic into our food chain, marine ecosystem.
So we have to create a kind of borderline between our use of plastic and how we dispose them.
Yeah, and a large effect of this work, it can start from small step. When you take action, you encourage a lot of people to join you. When you stop yourself to throw the plastic into the ocean, or you can use like metal bottle, you can encourage a lot of people to join you to do the same.
Okay. Please, does anybody have any other questions from Ada? We still have 40 minutes.
Um, Hi everybody. My name is Blessing. I actually do not have a question, but I just want to point out something, and it's the fact that since having established that we cannot outrightly do without plastic, I feel like we each need to become responsible in how we handle these plastics, because we understand that there are lots of harm that it causes not just to us but also to our environment, and whatever it is that we give out to the environment is what we get back in return, or even more. So this is just me saying that we need to be more intentional and responsible in how we handle plastics and whatever that's associated with it to further promote environmental sustainability. Thank you.
Thanks for your talking.
Does anybody else have a piece of advice?
All right, excuse me. Excuse me. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I saw questions chat regarding to public awareness. Are they proven technique you have tried out? Do you think it will help? Okay. For me, like example, I have schools with children, learn them how the marine ecosystem is very important, and educate them about ocean literacy and how we can deal with plastic. I choose the children because when you learn children something, it like became as lifestyle with them. When you learn when you learn children from their small age, everything you will learn them it will become as lifestyle with them when they became younger. And the another thing is we all have social media. We are the son of digitalization and social media. Even you can't have action, you can make it like aware on your social media. You can share with your friend. You can make clean up on the beach. You can take a small step in your communities. Share with them what is the sustainable practice you can use. I have a lot of friends. I think all of you from Nigeria. I have a lot of friends in Nigeria. Uh, they use this plastic. They make a lot of bags. Make a lot of recyclable things from this bottle. I have another friend uh, talk more about this problem, increase the awareness in his communities. So all of us can take a small step to increase public awareness and share it with his communities. I think Danielle, you can speak.
All right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Daniel from Nigeria. So, I was the one who asked the question regarding public awareness. So I'm happy you showed light into that. So my second question is regarding like you made mention of recycling and upcycling. So I'm actually familiar with the word recycling, but I don't really know if you can throw more light on upcycling. I want to really know the meaning of that word. What is it all about?
Yeah. Uh, I will answer the next question. Recycling and upcycling. Recycling, that means you take this plastic from all the materials and break them down into new materials that can used for other products. Like for example, when you want to make a table uh, from uh, from like bottle from the bottle cover, and you will down into a small particles and use it for make a tables. And we do that in Egypt now. I can share the photo with my friend, and she can share it with you. And upcycling, that you mean take the old materials and the old bottle and transform them into something new and better than uh, what they before. Anyway, recycling and upcycling is a part of that mean you you increase carbon footprint. You use the green way of reduction of the plastic. And what is your first question, please? I'm sorry.
My question is, actually, I'm familiar with the word recycling. I understand recycling.
You familiar with recycling and upcycling, right?
No, he's familiar with only recycling. He wants you to shed more light on what upcycling means.
Yeah, I already explained the difference between recycling and upcycling. And when you talk about upcycling, that you take the old bottle, for example, and you transfer it into a new and better product. And
Okay.
I will share a photo for with my friend. She can share it with you all about a new way of plastic upcycling.
All right, I would appreciate that.
You are welcome.
Okay, do we have any other questions?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Damilola. I'm from Nigeria. So basically, it is not like a question. It is okay. It is a question, but more like an advice or something. I just want to ask that: do we think there is a need for legal rules, probably maybe in NGOs or in countries, to help guide the production or reduction? Okay, just as I have said, the reduction of plastic production. Just as I said, sometimes last 2 months or so, I visited Pepsi bottling company in Nigeria. Yeah, I was opportune to go for an event, Lagos Hotspot. So we were taken down to Pepsi bottling company, and the fusiform at which the way they at which they produce plastic virtually every month, it is so scary because those plastics come in very very micro form, then they are blown to the big bottle that we see. So I'm just saying now that I think, aside the awareness to the public, I think our legal system should also be aware of the damage or of the problems these bottling companies or any other company that is basically just like Ada has said, the makeup kits that women use to mostly they are made of plastic. I think there should be a regulatory body, or there should be a regulatory assignment to caution their production, as well as let them have their own role in cleanups as well. For example, Pepsi bottling company right now, they should sponsor, cleanups, or they should provide to states van, um, waste bin at maybe every at or probably about 30 waste bin per state. I hope you all understand what I'm saying. I am just giving a suggestion that I think legal bodies should actually be involved actively. I feel legal bodies are not actively involved. That is why we are going back and forth on some of these issues. When legal bodies are actually involved, or when legal bodies are actually active, I don't know of the Western world, but I know of Nigeria, in which I am living in. When Western bodies are actively involved, and they hold this company responsible for the production of these plastics, they should actually hold them responsible also for a level of reduction of the waste they do in the environment. That's just my advice, anyways, or my contribution. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for your contribution. And as I said before, it is not our word for it is not for me. It's not for you. It is for all of us. It is our word together. So we should work hand by hand. It is a great thing. You can go to, like, for example, Coca-Cola or any plastic producers, and it is your role to take action, and you can tell them the impact of plastic pollution. You can advise them to use friendly or biodegradable materials. Even you can encourage them to take action and increase research to create another one. Don't effect of human or marine system or environment or anything else.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I actually made my point known when I was there. Myself and Paul and some other guys, we spoke about it. So, but I just feel sometimes our little way does not really go far. Unlike when there is a regulatory body that holds them accountable. That is just what I'm saying. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thank you so much, Dami. That is very true. What you said is really true. So thank you so much, everyone. We've come to the end of the webinar. Does anybody have any
I
questions?
see. I think in the chat, Abdullah.
Abdul Malik, yeah. You can
Yeah.
unmute yourself. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I totally agree with Dami, and the problem is not about holding this company responsible, especially those who produce a lot of plastics and work with all these polyethylene. But the problem is that most majority of this company they tend to greenwash the society by not describing how bad what they are doing is. They tend to hide under the I don't know, maybe I could call it marketing or sorts. The society, as you can see, does not really know the damage and the harmfulness this plastic cause. That's why majority of us tend to keep quiet. Because if they really do, a lot of people are going to stand and advocate for this. But all these companies they just greenwash and they won't say the truth. However, in terms of holding them accountable, yes, I believe in the Western world they do hold this bottling company accountable. They fine them, but I don't know if the fine is actually enough because these people pay what they feel like paying. I know this because I actually attended a particular course on this plastic stuff. So there is a particular incident whereby these bottling companies made about overall about $1 billion, and they spent roughly maybe less than 10 million. What am I saying? Less than 10 million dollar in what's it called, clean up or how to recycle this. It's more or less like people bringing out garbage that worth, let's say, 20,000, give it to you and give you, let's say, 10 or 100 and so to sort it out yourself. So this company, they produce enormous, large amount of plastics, make billions from it. And when it comes to recycling on how to protect the environment, they turn blind eye or make little to no contribution on that. So according to what Dami say and to add to it, I think the international law or international body that is governing this is to also work and make this company responsible, because if it's not for them that is producing it, we won't be having the liters, or let it just be a kind of a percentage based on what they produce. You produce this amount, you are going to be responsible for this amount to take care of. So I think by doing that, um, we are going to have a reduction in plastic production, which is also going to reduce the amount of plastic pollution. I believe so. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your speech. You are right, and I think we all are in the same circles, and we should work together hand in hand.
Thank you so much, everyone. We've come to the end, but we have I think I saw someone now. Yeah, someone has, please, last question.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
we can hear you.
Oh, sorry. Um, good evening, everyone.
good evening.
Yeah. So basically, I just joined meeting, and aside that, I'm currently in the aquaculture, but I just found fun in learning about fish and other aquatic. stuff. So basically, I just want to ask. So does so can you hear me? I think the line is okay.
Yes, please proceed.
Okay, now we're talking about plastic, right? So does it cause mortality in aquaculture, like fish farm? Does it cause mortality in aquaculture, or does it just go in the fish and is deposited in humans? So I'm new to this. I'm new to this aquaculture. So that's what I'm asking. So
Thank you for your
that's the
question.
question.
Nadine, did you get that? I heard that. Did you get that?
Yeah, I think I catch the plastic and the aquaculture, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
question was, does
Huh?
microplastic cause mortality in fish, or does it get deposited in the fish or stored in the fish and then deposited in the human that eats it?
Yeah. As we talked before, that plastic enter to the food food web. The part of this web is fish. The fish ate plastic who will biodegrade bio, into microplastic. And when the fish contain microplastic, even is not die, and you will sell the fish, the human will eat this fish. That mean he ate the fish and microplastic, and it affect in the human health. Even the effect is not immediately, it will affect one day for this problem. It's a big
Okay.
problem for its health.
Thank you very much.
Femi, did you get that?
Yeah, I did. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely rest of the day, whatever the time says.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ada. It was really, really, really interesting.
Thanks a lot
Was
for
having
invitation.
you.
And
Thank
and
you.
for all people here, I shared my LinkedIn link in the chat. If you want to ask anything, if you want anything, you can turn with me. You can send me message, and I will be happy to bring your message.
Yeah, everyone should drop that LinkedIn link on the chat box. You can connect with her. She's happy to receive any questions you have. She'll be happy to respond. Feel free. Thank you all so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed.
Have a good day, all.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Mhm.